Hi everyone, today I am back again with some interesting class. This is Super Sunday. So as I have told earlier, today we are going to take rocking class. Today is something interesting coming. We are as in the previous Sunday, as you have seen Pinnacle and Pinnaclone reaction. So in this Sunday also this is going to be great today. So I have brought you some interesting today. In the regular classes, we have already seen optical isomerism and UNCB mechanism. Today is completely different from regular classes. So let's start today's class. Before starting, so do share and like my channel. Also do subscribe if you are new to my channel, and so that you can get notified when my classes are out in YouTube. Also do like to motivate me to bring you some brilliant, interesting videos. Today it is a Super Sunday and it is a rocking class. So see, in the rocking class today I have brought you organic reagents. These are very important. We need to learn some brilliant organic reagents today. Today I have brought to you reducing reagents, organic reagents, and also some other special reagents which are important. So let's start today's class by reducing reagent. The first reagent that I am going to tell about is the reducing reagent, that is sodium borohydrate. You must be knowing sodium borohydrate, that is NaBH4. This is sodium borohydrate, NaBH4. Now we are going to see what does this reagent do. This reagent actually reduces aldehyde and ketone to alcohol. This is a very important reaction. This reduces ROH RCOCHO RCHO and RCOR dash, means this is a ketone. It reduces aldehyde and ketone to alcohol. This is a very important reducing reagent. This is sodium borohydrate and it reduces aldehyde and ketones to alcohol. This is very important reaction. You can take different examples also. Some questions also come by giving one compound which will be reacting with NaBH4, will give how many optically active compounds or how many compounds it will give, how many major products, how many minor products it will give. It asks different questions. So this is our first reducing reagent. And now the second one we are going to take is dival H. The dival H. What is dival H? This is diisobutyl aluminum hydrate. It is also very important reaction. This actually converts or reduces ester to aldehyde and alcohol. It reduces ester into aldehyde. This is very important reaction. This is one of the most brilliant reaction also. This also reduces carboxylic acid into aldehydes, but carboxylic acid into aldehydes uh, sometimes does, it sometimes does not. But from ester to aldehyde, it readily acts on ester, which reduces it into aldehyde. But in during reaction with carboxylic acid, this happens minorly. Means in minority it happens. It is not happens regularly. And also it also reduces RCN into aldehyde also. That is cyanide. It also reduces also RCN into RCHO. This is the about diisobutyl aluminum hydrate. The main thing is that this reduces ester into aldehyde. This is very important. During conversion of ester into aldehyde, we need dival H. Next, we are going to see one of the very strong reducing agent, that is LiLH4, lithium aluminum hydride. This is a very important reaction. We need to read. Here we are going to see about lithium aluminum hydride. This is very important reaction as well. This converts, especially it converts carboxylic acid, esters, ketones, uh, and aldehydes into alcohol. This is very important. It reacts on all the carbonyl compounds like carboxylic acid, esters, aldehyde, and also ketone to and it converts this into alcohol. It also reduces the nitrogen compounds into amine. It is also very important. It also converts or reduces nitrogen compounds into amine. This is also very important. So just see how it what it converts. See here, it converts RCHO, RCOOH, RCO, R dash, RCO. This is ester. It all converts into, it reduces and converts into alcohol. This is very important. And nitrogen compounds also it converts into amines, where the double bond O is removed and you get amine from the nitrogen compound. Just one example of nitrogen compound is over here. It converts RNO2 to RNH2. It's very important. Means it converts the nitrogen compounds into amines. This is very important reactions. We have read three reagents, that is sodium borohydrate, diisobutyl aluminum hydrate, and the lithium aluminum hydrate. These three are very important reducing agents, so we need to learn it very carefully. Now we are going to see some oxidizing agents. Means mild. This is MOA. We are going to see about mild oxidizing agent. Like you have seen PCC, that is pyridinium chlorochromate. It is a mild oxidizing agent. So it converts 1 degree alcohol or 2 degree alcohol to ketones or aldehyde. This is very important. Also you have seen CrO3 or CH2Cl2 also, and also you have seen copper and heat. They see in mild oxidizing agent, we see first one PCC. This is pyridinium chlorochromate. This is very important reaction. Here we convert 1 degree alcohol or 2 degree to aldehyde, means it gets oxidized, aldehyde or ketones. This is very important. Also you can take CrO3 from the presence of CH2Cl2, or also you can take copper with in the presence of heat. These are also mild oxidizing agent. Here you can convert 1 degree alcohol or 2 degree alcohol into aldehydes and ketones. You also know that CrO3 CH2Cl2 is your retard reaction. You must be knowing that. It's very important. See, I will be telling you with one example for PCC. You can see in the next page. Here we are going to see one example on 1 degree alcohol. See, RCH2OH. Here we are going to convert it into RC double bond OH. This is the aldehyde. Here alcohol is converted into aldehyde in the presence of PCC. This is very important. Here it is the reagent and it is converted into RCOOH. See, now we are going to see about strong oxidizing agent. See, strong oxidizing agent function is what? It will convert 1 degree alcohol or the primary alcohol into acid. This is very very important. See, strong oxidizing agent. Strong oxidizing agent. Here in strong oxidizing agent, see the examples are KMnO4 in the presence of H plus. The second one is your CrO3 in presence of H plus. Or in third you can also take K2Cr2O7 in the presence of H plus is your Jones reagent. You can see these three are strong oxidizing agents. These convert 1 degree alcohol into acids, means your carboxylic acid. That is RCH2OH into RCOOH. We require a strong oxidizing agent. These three are strong oxidizing agents. This is all about your oxidizing agent and reducing agent. Now we are going to see some different uh, reagents like Lindlar's reagent. So Lindlar's reagent is very very important. So we are going to see in the next page. See some other reagents we are going to read, and the first one will be your Lindlar's reagent. It is a very very important reaction. Lindlar's reagent. Very very important one. See in Lindlar's reagent what happens? See I will be saying you with one example. See here Lindlar's reagent is actually H2 in presence of, you can see, PD and calcium carbonate. See this is your Lindlar's reagent. This is a very very important reagent. It is your Lindlar's reagent. You are going to get see I will be taking telling you one example. See the example is, you will take here CH3C, the compound, triple bond, there is triple bond, and this is alkyne, and CH3, you will convert this alkyne into cis form like this. How can you convert? Through Lindlar's reagent. And you know what is Lindlar's reagent? That is Lindlar's reagent is H2 in presence of palladium calcium carbonate. Okay, for converting alkyne into cis alkene, then you can form or you can use the reagent like Lindlar's reagent, that is H2 PdCaCO3, means H2 in presence of PdCaCO3. But you must have a question, how to now convert this cis into trans. If you want to convert this compound into trans like this, you need another reagent like sodium in presence of liquid NH3, means liquid ammonium. This is also a very very important thing. This is another one reagent, that is sodium in presence of liquid NH3. You can convert alkyne into trans alkene. This is also very very important. And another one most important, that is your Grignard reagent. Grignard reagent, what does it do? It forms alcohol. See for the Grignard reagent we are going to see in the next page. It is also very very important, that Grignard reagent. See the Grignard reagent. Here by Grignard reagent we form alcohol. Grignard reagent forms alcohol in presence of aldehyde and ketone. See, I will be telling you an example regarding this. So do take the screenshot of this Grignard reagent so that I can move on and tell you one example. See, hope you have written or taken the screenshot. See the example of a Grignard reagent. See, the compound is like this. It is a ketone that I have said that alcohol forms in the presence of aldehyde and ketone. We have taken one example of ketone. Here, in the presence of Grignard reagent, that is CH3MgBr. This is a Grignard reagent. See here, in CH3 there is partial negative charge, and here in the carbon this is a sp2 carbon. Hence this will be have partial positive charge. So this negative will definitely want to attack on the carbon, that is sp2 carbon, which has partial positive charge. As you can see in nature, you can also find positive negative always attracts. So here the attraction of positive and negative will be happening, and here also the bond will break and the electron will move towards oxygen. So you can find here like this. The compound will be like this. There will be negative charge on oxygen, and here CH3 will be formed. See, after hydrolysis, then in the next step, if you do the hydrolysis H3O plus, then you will get your alcohol. Here at the product side, you will get the alcohol. This is very important. This step is important in with respect to Grignard reagent. So hope you have read all the reagents. These reagents are very important reagents that I have brought today. So this is a rocking class, and I hope the rocking class is very interesting today again. So we are just ending today's class with a very good smile. So this is all about today's class. Thank you for watching my channel. I hope you are learning all your concepts for JEE and NEET. Also do like, share and subscribe my channel. And also in the beginning you can see at the right side that I sign. You can click on that and watch if you have not seen optical isomerism and UNCP mechanism. This is all about today's class. Stay home, stay safe from corona. That's all from today. Thank you all.